Welcome YouTube, this is the Velvet Locks with a 5-year Locaversary. Yes you guys, it's been 5 years and this is my Locaversary video and I am so excited. This last year, it seemed like it took forever to get here. From my 4-year Locaversary video till now, it seemed like it took forever. But I'm finally 5 years in the game and I love my hair. It's been doing so many different things. So many things have changed. So many things I've done to it. And yeah, so we're going to get into all that's been going on with my crown and how I've been maintaining it and what I've been doing with it so far. It's growing. It really is growing a lot. It shot off from the last time till now, and I know it's getting ready to go into that growth spurt because the seasons are changing, and usually around springtime and summer, that's when I get maximum growth. So right now my hair length is in my back. It's about bra length still, you know, it's bra strap length in the back, and it's filling out. It's not as thin looking as it was before, and I try to combat my thin looking hair with not retwisting it so much. So I really don't retwist much. I usually retwist maybe every I really don't retwist a lot. Usually if I'm going out somewhere special or I'm going out with someone special, I may do a retwist maybe in the front, maybe around the sides, you know, right here around the nape. Only when I really need to, being that I have thin density hair. Okay, my hair is naturally thin, so I don't usually do much to it, only so that I'm not breaking it off by constantly trying to manipulate it and, you know, no. Okay, so no, I don't do that. Now I do have some breakage, and that's usually because of these little rubber bands or my little head tie bands or those little hairpins. That's usually where I get my weak spots. I don't get weak spots from the dyeing, coloring of my hair. It's usually from manipulating it, and also usually if I use conditioner on my hair, then I get weak spots. I do manipulate my hair a lot. I flip it over to the side. That's my go-to hairstyle. It's easy, it's simple, and I'm out the house, where I may lay my edges down. I didn't do any retwist on them, but I would lay my edges down and pin up my little baby locks that I have in the back, which are so disobedient. Okay, they're always falling out when they feel like it, but I don't do a lot with my hair. Let's talk about my edges. Now, last video that I've made regarding my edges, I've been using Doctor's Miracle products, and I love it. I love it, and I see the results of it. Now, I've been doing a lot of things to my hair to stimulate hair growth. So I've been buying other products as well. I've been doing a lot of things that implement hair growth. Now, Doctor's Miracle has a full line of beautiful, wonderful products that really have worked. Now, I don't know if you can really tell if the video is going to pick it up like that, but I see it, and I've noticed a lot of filling in on my edges. It's not full and bushy, which I don't think it's going to ever get to that point because of my genetics, but I do see where it was completely bald, where I have lots of fine baby hairs that popped up out of nowhere. So they're filling in, they're doing wonderful. And what I've been doing is every other day, or whenever it just feels dry, I use my Dr. Miracles. They even have a spritz, but I did buy that, which I really don't need to use that because I use my own homemade spritzes, whether it's the lemongrass spritz, which I love the smell, and also rose water. So I would probably do that as well, spritz my hair with that, and I'm good to go. But yeah, my edges are definitely filling in. They're growing. It's really doing good, and that's with the Doctor's Miracle. Now, another thing that I've been doing for my edges is I have a video on when I made this wonderful oil, and I forgot the name of the leaves that I boiled, but I will link that video down below, explaining how to make this or deep conditioning oil for your hair, and it promotes hair growth. And usually you see this herb in the Indian community, so that's usually where I go to get my herbs and my different types of things that I cannot find in my regular stores. But I've been using that as a hot oil treatment, deep conditioning treatment for my hair, especially now that it's cold, it's the winter, and my hair gets very dry. So I use that along with my steamer. I have a hot steamer that I use in the winter to help put that moisture back into my hair. And I would usually sit under my steamer with my hair already saturated with the deep conditioning oil, and I do that for like 30 minutes. So in the winter time, that's usually my winter routine for my hair. I steam it. Another thing I've been using on my hair when I wash it, now I didn't use the Doctor's Miracles conditioning shampoo. That's the only one that they have at this time, but I did pick up my black seed shampoo. I have the conditioner and I also have the oil. So even though I use the Doctor's Miracle oils, I also use my black seed oil. Black seed oil has a lot of hair growth properties in it, and it's really good. It stimulates your scalp. I've been using that. As far as the conditioner, my hair really does not react very well to the conditioner. It gets thin. So what I do in the winter time is I would usually just put the conditioner on my scalp to maybe some points of my hair, you know, down the shaft of it, not all the way to the ends. I usually do that going around, and I just really need that conditioning, moisturizing in my scalp area because of the dry air and the cold. All right, so that's usually what I use in the winter time. I'll shampoo it with my black seed shampoo that I'm using right now, and after that, when I finish that, I'll probably go to my garlic shampoo. Both of them wonderful for hair growth and stimulating the hair. So that's what I've been doing. One thing I love about the Vitaki hair conditioners is that it makes your hair feel so soft. Soft to the touch. It's like butter. It really is soft. Your hair feels soft. It feels alive, vibrant. It is, oh, it feels great. So that's usually what I use to moisturize my hair and give it back that life from the hard, dry, cold air. Now, another wonderful thing that I've been doing, oh my gosh, and I'll bring you a video soon on the benefits of rice water. Now, I touched on that very briefly in a video, but rice water, ladies, let me tell you this much. Rice water will grow your hair. All right, and I just started doing this recently, so I cannot wait to see how much more hair growth I'm going to get by using rice water as a final rinsing stage. I usually just pour off the rice water that I've had steeping in the refrigerator, and I put it in a cup. And when I'm doing my last rinse, after I've done my hot oil treatments and all of that, as the final stage, I'll just rinse my hair with rice water after I conditioned it. And I leave it in. I know they say not to. I leave it in. You can use brown rice too, but I eat my brown rice. I'd rather use the white rice since I don't usually eat white rice. So I use that for the starch, and I think that's what it is. So I'm going to bring to you some benefits of the rice water, how it really is good for hair growth. All right, and this Oriental community uses this faithfully, and the women in that community has hair that is pretty much all the way down to the ground. Everyone in that community, whatever the region that they're from, all of them have long flowing hair, and it's due to the rice water. So I've been doing that lately, and mostly I do that because I'm trying to stimulate more hair growth, being that I have a thin density hair. I don't have thick hair like some of you ladies that have been so blessed. I have to make sure and keep my hair thick by implementing things in my hair to stimulate the growth of it. But that's another story. So I've been using my rice water, and it's been awesome. Now, I've also did some combining. I've combined a few of my locks in the back, and usually the ones in the back are the smaller ones. They're the thinnest of them. They just look fragile and weak, and they look like eventually they're gonna end up breaking off. So to strengthen them, I've been combining them. And as my hair grows in its stages and all, I strengthen the roots as well as the lock, and this way I'm not out the game. My hair is flourishing, it's growing, and yeah. So that's what I've been doing. I also have combined some of my locks. Some of the ones in the front that I've made from the baby hairs that's been growing, I've also combined those to another lock to strengthen that lock. So this way my edges, even though they're fine, they're good. They're good, and they'll be good because of the fact that I've strengthened them. I still use my hair, nail, and skin vitamins from Nature's Bounty, as well as my biotin, and also my Centrum Silver for mature women, of course, certain age, so you got to make sure. And all right, so I take my silver, and I do this. I try to do it daily. So this way I'm feeding my body, my hair, my nails, my skin properly so that I can get the full benefits of good healthy scalp and also hair. I've also been doing, since I've lost my weight, I've been on a health journey for over a year now, and I've been eating properly. When I feed my body properly, I see the results in my skin, my hair, as well as my nails, and they're stronger. So what you put in your body will also reflect on it outside. If your hair is dry and coarse and harsh and it's breaking, it's probably because you're not feeding your body good, and you're also not drinking a lot of water. Some of you may suffer from itchy scalp. You know, a lot of itchy, dry scalp, and that could be because you're not hydrating yourself. You got to remember that you have to feed your body right, and when you have locks, that's all the more crucial. You have to feed your body right, because if you don't take care of your body, your locks will show it. It will be weak. You know, when you're stressed out, it will be weak. It will break. You see the stress in your hair and how it reacts to your everyday situations. Believe me, it's alive. So what you feed it, and also your environment, plays a lot with your hair being healthy. I eliminate stress completely out of my life, and whatever situations that may cause me stress, especially when you have locks. Loose natural hair, you know, it'll fall out, and you'll see that your hair is falling out because you're stressed. Well, your hair will also fall out if you got locks. You don't want bald patches in your hair. So eliminate the stress, which is what I do, and I try to eat properly, feed my body lots of greens, fruits, vegetables, healthy meals, drink lots of waters, detox it, flush it out, and yeah, so my hair has been doing very well because of that as well. Now, I still struggle with drinking water. Oh my gosh, I don't like water, but I do drink a lot more water, and I drink it in the form of teas. Either my infused waters or teas, green teas, you know, ginger teas, regular teas. I love them. Black teas, white teas, that's what I drink. So I drink my water through that, or I'll make my concoctions and I drink it through that. But yeah, you have to drink lots of water. I've been drinking a lot more than I used to, but I do need to up my water intake a lot more. Now, as far as my hair color, I did dye my hair, would say it was around New Year's or around Christmas. Around Christmas, I dyed my hair with the Adore Strawberry Twist and also Fiesta, Fuchsia Fiesta. And what I do is I mix that. It's a semi-permanent hair dye, and I usually mix those colors together and I apply it to my hair, and I usually leave it in my hair for like 45 minutes, and I usually just rinse it out. I don't wash out the color, but I do wash my edges so that it doesn't have that I just dyed my hair look. So you don't have like that outer lining of dye or whatever still marking your scalp. So that's the area that I would probably shampoo lightly, only because of the fact that I'm trying not to have them gray things pop out again so fast, and they will. So I try to leave the color in without rinsing it, and it stays in longer, and my hair stays more vibrant in color longer, and I don't see the grays as much. But yes, I use the Adore semi-permanent hair colors. Let's talk about the extensions. Yes, if you've seen my last video where I dyed my hair, I've also applied some extensions onto my baby locks. Now, at that time, I must have had over 10 baby locks throughout my hair. And being that like I said, you eat properly, your hair is going to grow. And mine have been really thickening up, which is wonderful because I have thin hair. So I have to strengthen my roots whenever I do have hair around that lock, and I take that new growth of hair and strengthen it by the roots. My baby locks have been growing. The lock extensions have been doing well, and they're not heavy, so that's a good thing. They have thinned out a little bit where they're not as thick as they was like in that video, so they look more natural now. My only problem is, like this one, that doggone Vivica Fox hair that I use on my hair. And I don't know if you can actually see it in the camera, But if you can see it, you'll see that it's not 100% colored. You do see some of the blonde hair, which is what I used to make the lock. It's still showing. It didn't take the color still. So what I've been using to give myself that beautiful pop of color, and it also gives me like that highlighted look, is these temporary hair color sprays. Okay, and I've showed this on a video before just to highlight certain areas, and I like that highlighted look because it gives that hair a little more pop of color, a little bit more than the actual color. It brings it out and it looks really good. It stands out, and I've gotten so many compliments on that. And I usually use the burgundy, which gives you more of like a vibrant, a violetish, beautiful color, or I would use the pink if I feel a little nutty. I would either use the pink or the burgundy. So what I normally do is I just spray the hair. And this one is dying. There's nothing in it. But yeah, I usually, you know, buy these. These run like $3 and change in the beauty supply store. And when I want that extra pop of color, which I ran out, that's what I've been using to spritz my lock and give it that extra ooh. Okay. But the extensions itself, other than that Vivica Fox hair, which I do not recommend you using if you're going to make any type of lock extensions or create any type of wigs that you want to dye the color, that hair does not dye, and it tells you on the package in very fine print, which I didn't have my glasses on when I bought the hair, but it does state that it does not take it. It tells you it will not accept the dye, the tint, the color. It doesn't do it. And yeah, I realize that now. So I really do not recommend anyone buying that hair if you choose to dye the hair. Plus, it seems like they have some sort of plastic or synthetic fibers mixed in with the human hair, which is why some of it don't take. Whereas some of it I did, oh, that's flipped over, but some of it did take the color completely and some of it didn't. So it's more of like a lighter burgundy, which I could take, it's okay. But I just don't like that blonde stuff peeking out of the hair. But I've learned to accept it after I've installed it. I gotta live with it for now, you know, but that's what I've been doing. My baby locks have been flourishing, they've been doing well. And I strengthen them also at the root as my hair grows around the lock. So yeah, my hair extensions are going wonderful. I have a few in the back that may need to, you know, be either combined or I may throw an extension on that, but for the most part I'm okay. I'm okay with it. I still got a lot of uneven locks due to the fact that I've started some in the middle of my walk with having locks, so they're not all the same length and my hair doesn't all grow the same length. So I've learned to accept the fact that I got uneven locks in between, and that's more crucial, especially when you're doing updos and ponytails. You kind of end up snagging the ends of the shorter locks or weakening them. So yeah, that's why I don't really do much manipulating anymore. Now, my nighttime routine, I usually lay my edges down now. I realize that when I lay even on my satin pillow without a bonnet, my hair is long now, so there's a lot of pulling and tugging with me even laying on it. So just so that I don't put any tension on my hair, especially around the edges, that's usually where I would feel it. So I moisturize my hair at night, especially my edges. I'll put in my Doctor's Miracle, I'll even lay it down, and then I tie my silk hair tie around it, and then I'll put my bonnet around the rest of it. Because being that my edges are so delicate and fragile, I have to take extra precautions with that. Now, even when I wear my hair to the side, sometimes I feel like some itching, irritation going on my edges. I don't know why it does that from time to time, but that's when I usually just flip my hair up off of it and then it's good again. So I realize my hairline is very sensitive. It irritates easy and it doesn't like to feel anything on it. Anything. It doesn't like to feel that. So I don't want to put my hair back all the time. Although you see it flip to the side and it is in a pony, I just flip it loosely and then I put the scrunchie on, not creating much tension. But I tell you, it's been wonderful. It's been awesome. It's good, it's bad, and it has some ugly days. But I'm finally 5 years in the game and I love my hair.